On September 8th of this year, Mildred Kihiko Takahashi Sakai celebrated her 100th birthday. She had been bedbound for the past 3 years, but seemed determined to reach this milestone. Then, exactly 1 month later, on October 8th, she peacefully passed away. As we look back, we see how her can-do spirit, devotion to family, and outgoing personality shaped and contributed to her long, wonderful life. Here's a snapshot. Mildred was born the 8th child of Rikukse and Hatsu Takahashi, who had journeyed from Fukushima, Japan, to Hawaii in the early 1900s. When she was 5, she and her sister Grace were sent to Japan to live with their grandparents for 1 year. They returned to Hawaii speaking no English. Yet the Takahashi children were bright and resilient, and Mildred quickly adapted, with math becoming her favorite subject. Like many of her generation, she grew up in humble surroundings, on a pikake farm in Kaimoki, not too far from here. After arriving home from school each day, and later from her day job, she would work on the farm alongside her older brothers and sisters. As they strung pikake leis, they would sing together. That love for music would remain a constant thread throughout her life. From listening to son John, teaching piano and singing in his studio downstairs, to the annual red and white family singing contests that kept the Takahashi clan knitted together through to today. After graduating from McKinley High School, Mildred attended business school. Her talent with numbers led her to a bookkeeping career that extended well into her 80s and served her well with her love of card games. Mildred met the love of her life, I call him Uncle George, Noriyoshi Sakai, in the mid-1940s. After George returned from serving in the US Army during World War II, they married on May 21, 1949, and raised 3 incredible children: Linda, Jeannie, and John. They were a popular social couple with many lasting friendships. When George passed away too early, at age 64, Mildred, still young herself, remained active and engaged. Her daily morning ritual was to walk 2 miles through the neighborhood, tend to her garden, and then catch the 8 a.m. bus to work. In fact, she resolved to keep working as long as she could catch that bus. And she did, working part-time until she was age 86. She said work kept her young, and I'm sure the lunchtime card games with her younger, less talented coworkers had a lot to do with that. But it was not only work for Auntie Mildred. In her semi-retirement, she traveled to Japan many times, including fond visits with her sister Hisako and nephews and nieces in Hokkaido and Tokyo. She enjoyed trips to the mainland, visiting daughter Linda in New York, cruising in Alaska, the 2008 Sugar Bowl in New Orleans with the whole family, and the 2005 Cal Ripken World Series in Aberdeen, Maryland, where she proudly watched her grandson Ryan and the Oahu Stars win the World Series championship. Mildred was an enthusiastic UH football fan and season ticket holder, and could talk sports with just about anyone. She cheered on her grandsons, Michael and Ryan, at their Evo Little League games, and often with her dear niece Edna Takemoto at their Punahou School baseball games. She remained Ryan's most loyal supporter as he moved on to play Division I baseball at the University of Northern Colorado. Indeed, Mildred lived a full life as a wife, daughter, mother, sister, aunt, colleague, and dear friend to so many. For her 88th birthday, her children collected memories from those who knew her, messages of love, gratitude, and of the many ways she had touched their lives. Mildred said it was the most precious gift she had ever received. And I think I have the book here. Here's the book. It's entitled A Gift from Our Hearts. And Linda said I better hold it up, otherwise she'd get angry. So this is the book. In her final days, as she lay in bed, Linda and Jeannie would read the letters from this book I just showed you to her once more. A recurring theme was the New Year's party she hosted annually, a festive gathering of family and friends for which she cooked for days, and a tradition she would continue as long as she possibly could. The day before Mildred transitioned, her grandniece, Lisa Ann Kobayashi Shin, who's right here, came over and read this exquisite letter. Dear Auntie Mildred, there is a place in my heart and memories that belong to you and only you. Because of you, all of us had endless amounts of fond and happy memories of New Year's celebrations. At your house, families bonded and grew closer, catching up with events that happened throughout the year. Bellies were filled with delicious dishes that you and your family carefully prepared, such as the infamous turkey and gravy, hand-rolled sushi, the steamed fish, and Lisa's all-time favorite, the yummy secret punch. I remember that punch. We put sake in it. Well, Patrick. At your home that you opened up to all of us, traditions were passed down from paying respects at the in-home shrine to the wild and crazy AC-Doocy tournaments that had everyone on the edge of their seats. Good times and laughter mixed with deliciousness and love is a combination that only you, Auntie Mildred, could create, and for every happy memory and for every ounce of love you have given each and every one of us, we celebrate you today and always. Lisa Kobayashi Shin. That's a beautiful letter. And I'll close by saying that Auntie Mildred was one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever met in my life, and she's overlooking all of you today.
Thank you, BJ. Grandson Ryan Yamane will now share his message from the heart.